Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning, Texans. It's Monday, November 5th, and welcome to NHSTV.
Today we have stories on a coach who juggles it all and a student that's a 10 out of 10er when it comes to being a key contributor to the Texan drumline.
I'm Abigail Franklin.
And I'm Lauren Goad. Those stories plus a wrap-up of last week's sports on NHSTV Live.
First up, we apologize for the issue we had on Friday with our audio. We had a piece of equipment malfunction, but we have resolved the issue and are glad to be back with you this morning. One other fatality of our audio issues was the Jackson interaction, which taped on Friday as well and fell victim to the same audio issues. A quick summary of the news she wanted you to know: she answered two main questions students had. First, what's up with Invest? Ms. Jackson said that Invest was suspended due to the fact that students were not using the 35 minutes in a productive manner. A student and staff committee was formed to look at how Invest could be improved. That committee is still in session and we will remain in sixth period for at least another week until the committee announces changes sometime soon. The second question Ms. Jackson answered was regarding the painting of senior parking spaces. Ms. Jackson said NAC administration approved the painting of spaces back in August, but are still working on the logistics to implement the plan. Ms. Jackson indicated we should have more information in the next few weeks. Tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., Northwest High School is hosting the CTE Showcase in the Student Union. Be informed about the classes you can take in our CTE pathways and academies. Tours of STEM Academy and the Creative Media Production Academy will be available.
Help raise money for the junior class by eating at Chili's located in Roanoke, November 5th through the 9th, from 10:45 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Be sure to mention or show the give back flyer, and 15% of your ticket will go back to the junior class. This summer, one of our very own Texans competed in the National Marching Band Competition, Drum Corps International. NHSTV reporter Kaylee Quinn has a story on this world-class drummer.
AJ De Los Santos is a member of the Northwest High School drumline. AJ plays the tenor drums and has a real knack for it. He has been a percussionist since middle school, and this past summer he is a proud member of Genesis, a Drum Corps International world-class semifinalist. AJ traveled the country with Genesis and really enjoyed it.
What I liked about my drum corps season was the environment I was in. It was full of people that had a common goal, and that's to be the best they can be.
Over 400 people auditioned for this prestigious position, and they only take 150 members. With this hard work and dedication, AJ had the ability to be contracted as a performer for the 2018 season. AJ learned so many things and has used those skills since he returned to school in August. He learned about leadership, hardship, and how to act professional when in the worst conditions.
I could just do whatever I want with a marimba or a snare drum. It's just me and a drum. Just me being me.
AJ trained in Austin, Texas until June 23rd when they performed for the first time with their show Retro Vertigo. They performed almost every day and rehearsed every day until August 10th, the day of Drum Corps World Class Semifinals. Besides the fact that he gets graded for percussion because of band class, AJ drums because it is his escape from reality. From learning a new lick or just practicing some basic strokes, drumming is a part of who AJ is. For NHSTV, this has been Kaylee Quinn.
You see her perfecting every routine down to the very last kick. And she spends countless hours per day training our sidekicks to perform their best at pep rallies, games, and competitions. However, you may not know what she likes to do in her free time. NHSTV reporter Clarissa Rodriguez has a story on Coach Sponsel.
Many people know of Coach Sponsel for coaching the varsity sidekicks, but she has many other things on her plate. Coach Sponsel takes part in teaching intermediate dance classes and spends most of her time here in the studio. She is a hard worker and looks forward to this year's competition and hopes to win nationals for yet another year.
So I get here at 6:45 every morning for sidekicks practice, and then I'm here, of course, all day. Sometimes I stay after school to choreograph, and then, of course, for game days, I'm here until whenever we get to go home.
While being a full-time coach and teacher, she enjoys to spend her time doing something quite out of the ordinary.
When I'm not teaching dance, I do competitive dog agility. Twice a week, I'm at the agility fields working with my dog Ava and Lizzie. Any weekend I have off with drill team, I spend competing for the blue ribbon.
Coach Sponsel has always had a love for dance and enjoys teaching her students and watching them grow.
So I was going to become a veterinarian, but then I remembered my love for and passion for dance. I was on drill team in high school. I just decided to do a career switch and decided I wanted to teach dance, and I love it.
Coach Sponsel says that the greatest accomplishment in her life was becoming a foster parent to her two beautiful children. Coach Sponsel and her husband were able to foster both Cheyenne and Isaiah for 2 years before they were granted permission to adopt them. She says it was absolutely the greatest moment in her life. For NHSTV, this has been Clarissa Rodriguez.
Her dog Ava is so adorable.
I know, and who would have thought she had time for these competitions when she's so busy with our sidekicks?
Right? And I love learning what our teachers do outside of school, but I feel like sometimes we forget that sometimes that there are real people outside of school.
Yeah, but that's kind of because they do so much for us that we kind of forget that they have anything else to do.
I know. Actually, speaking of sidekicks, didn't we just have a senior night? Are we ready for playoffs?
Yeah, last Thursday we had a senior night where we honored them right before kickoff. Let's get right to the highlights. On Thursday, your Texans played their final regular season home game here at the NIST Stadium against Carter Riverside. The team executed the game plan flawlessly and dominated the competition both in the air and on the ground. The Texans totaled 380 yards in the game. Quarterback Austin Ahmad threw for 203 yards, connecting on touchdowns to Demarius Hosey, Xavion Taylor, Jack Poe, and Antonio Reese. Demarius Hosey ran for 124 yards, including 4 touchdowns. And how about that defense? They shut down Carter Riverside offense by only allowing a total of 61 yards. The game lasted just less than 2 hours, and the Texans defeated Carter Riverside with a final score of 71-0. Carter Riverside is now 0-5 in district play, and the Texans are now 5-0 in district. They earned at least a tie for district champs, but can move into the sole position with a win over Fort Worth Northside on Friday. Switching over from the turf to the court, both basketball teams played scrimmages over the weekend in preparation for their incoming season. The boys will play yet again tonight against Dunbar at 7:15. We have no other games until the football game on Friday, so this gives you no excuse to come pack the stands and hype up these wonderful players. I'll see you back here on Wednesday where we'll get a greater insight on the world of professional sports. I personally can't wait for the football game on Friday. We're going to go to playoffs. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I really hope we make it to state too.
I know, and I can't wait to go watch the game. I'm super excited for it, but I'm really sad that our seniors have to leave.
Know.
Me too.
It's going to be sad.
Be sure to tune in our show tomorrow, Texans. Hope you have a great rest of your day, Texans.
This has been NHSTV Live.